Hey everybody, Pat Armstrong here with the latest edition of Increase, the lifestyle vlog for men and the women who love them. Now, I know many of you are like me. One day, you're just casually scrolling through your timeline on Facebook or flipping through videos on YouTube and you come across an advertisement. Now, I know many of you just scroll right on by. It doesn't matter what the ad is. You just go right on past it. But the first thing that I notice about those things, they get my attention because they're advertising something that's free. And of course, everyone likes something for free. And then you see the free item is a book. And again, I know for many of you, you're disappointed. But others of you like me, you get excited about the potential of a free book. Now, you look at the title and the subject matter sounds intriguing, so you decide to investigate a little further. Now, I mean, come on, it's a free book. So you decide to take the plunge and hit the Send Me My Free Book button. Once you do, it takes you to another screen where you proceed to enter your name, mailing address, phone number. And why do they need that? Your email address. And now, I mean, it's a real book. It's not an ebook. So why do they need my email address? So though you question it, you go ahead and give them all the information, and then something else happens. Another screen pops up. Why do they need my credit card information? The book is supposed to be free. And then you see it in small print. We'll pay for the book. You just need to chip in $6.95 to help us with shipping. Now wait a minute. That's not free. I'm paying $6.95 for a book that, yes, I found intriguing, but I don't have to have it. Now, does that sound familiar? How many of you argue with the ad like I have? And for the longest time, I would not give in, though the ads kept popping up day after day. And then finally, a new ad popped up. This one was different. Rather than pay $6.95 for shipping, I can go listen to a business presentation and get the very same book for free. Plus, I get a free lunch out of the deal. And that's exactly what I did. I sat through a 2-hour sales pitch for a stock investment program. Then I received this book, Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Graziosi. Now, I'll be honest. I have received 3 more books since then, 2 of which I did pay the shipping charge. But I began to think about it. $6.95 for a book that normally retails for $24.95 is not a bad deal. Look right there, if you can see it. I'll hold it up there to the camera. I think we can get it up there. It's kind of blurry, but you get the idea right there in the corner of the dust jacket there. $24.95 retail. So if you were to go to a bookstore or even go to Amazon, something like that, that's what that book would cost you, is $24.95. Now, I was generally intrigued by the book, and I love to read, so I figured, you know, what the heck. Now, most of the books that you'll find in these advertisements will be books about money, business, self-help, PMA books, and if you don't know what that is, if you're not familiar with that, PMA is positive mental attitude. And you'll even find some religious books. And as I mentioned before, I have now received 4 books through this type of promotion, and I have been very pleased. All 4 of the books have been very good. One of the books that I received is this book here, Key Person of Influence by Kevin Harrington. And if you're familiar at all with the show Shark Tank, Kevin was one of the original sharks on the movie or on the show Shark Tank, so I got that book. Received this book from a preacher down in Florida, and he actually sent this one to me for free. I did not have to pay shipping. for this one, but this is a very good book as well. Of course, I showed you Dean Graziosi's book, Millionaire Success Habits, and this one was very good. And now I'm in the process of reading one I just received not long ago. I've just on chapter 3, I believe, of this one, but it's the 10 Times Rule by Grant Cardone. And this was actually recommended to me, and so when I saw that ad pop up, I went ahead and got this book as well. So today I want to give you some advice. The next time you're scrolling through Facebook or YouTube and you become intrigued by one of these advertisements. So number 1, be sure to do your homework. Just because they are advertising on Facebook or YouTube does not make them legit. I have seen many reviews from people being taken advantage of by advertisements on Facebook, signing up for whatever was being advertised but receiving something either greatly misrepresented or receiving nothing at all. So the first thing you want to do when you see one of these ads is check out the website. If no website is given, then Google the name of the book and the author to see what comes up. If you Google the book and the link takes you to the exact same ad as what you saw on YouTube or Facebook, I would be very cautious. In this case, more is better. If it brings you to a website advertising a business opportunity, then more than likely the book is legit. So then you may ask, why would they do this? Why would they advertise a $24.95 book for only $6.95? They're trying to sell books. And they're actually trying to gain 3 things in selling the book this cheap. The first thing they're trying to gain is name recognition. And that's one of the things that Kevin Harrington even talked about in the book, Key Person of Influence, was the importance of getting published. If you have purchased one of these books online, how many times did you see the ad before you finally gave in? Now, exactly. They will play that ad over and over again, and you might not buy the book, or you might not buy that book, but you might buy the next one. Why? Because at that point you recognize the name. The second reason they do this is for notoriety. Now, again, what are they trying to do? Well, they're trying to sell books. But why? Let me show you something. Look at this. Can you read that right there? What's that say? From the New York Times best-selling author, Dean Graziosi. Let me show you this. What's that say below Grant's name? New York Times best-selling author of, and then it lists one of his other books. Do you know what it takes to make the New York Times bestsellers list? First, obviously, you have to write a book. But then you have to sell between 5,000 and 10,000 copies in just 1 week. Now, it doesn't matter how much you sell them for, you just have to sell a lot. And the third reason they do this is for numbers. They want you to join their team. They want you to become a part of their business opportunity. And even if you don't buy the book, once you put your name and address in the system, they will contact you with a business opportunity. Which brings us to number 2. Be prepared to be contacted about a business opportunity. You will receive emails, you will receive text messages, and you might even receive phone calls for an unbelievable money-making opportunity. Now, I believe it's a small price to pay for receiving the book, because once you receive the book, all you have to do is opt out of the emails and the text messages. Now again, personally, I believe the information you can gain from the book is worth a little inconvenience. And my experience so far has been very positive. Number 3, be sure to use a credit card. If something happens that you don't care for the book, or they accidentally charge you twice, or you find out the whole thing is a scam, you can get your money back when using your credit card. Another safe and legitimate way to pay is through PayPal. I usually look for the PayPal option first, knowing that they have good security. But never, ever use your debit card. Most banks do not insure debit card purchases like they do credit card purchases. And finally, number 4, buy the book. I believe the knowledge that can be gained through these books is invaluable. You may not be interested in the business they're trying to promote, and that's okay. You paid for the book. But there is so much that can be gained by reading about the experiences of others in building a business, or just them sharing their story. So the next time you're scrolling through Facebook or you're watching videos from Increase on YouTube and you come across one of these ads, I'm going to recommend that you genuinely consider getting the book. But be sure you follow these 4 steps and go ahead and pay the shipping charge. I think you'll be glad you did. If you liked this video and found it informative, please drop me a like down below by giving me a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And do me a favor if you would. If you have already purchased some good books in this manner, please leave those titles in the comments below so I can check them out. And thanks again for watching, and that's it for me today. I'll see you in the next video.